Hello, so today we're going to talk about the 5 challenges of dating in your 30s as a single woman. I'm not going to lie, I've been there before and I speak to other students and clients who are dating in their 30s, and it has its own challenges, but it's not all doom and gloom. So I'm going to go through the 5 myths that people often have. Number 1 is that men like to date younger. No, men just like to date people they connect with, and a lot of the times this has to do with emotional maturity, and this you can find in older women. So some of them are hesitant to date women in their 30s, of course, because they feel like if they meet someone they connect with and they're over 35, they'll have to make this decision to get married and have kids right away. So there's that additional pressure. But if you're over for 35 and you're dating and you don't put that kind of pressure on a guy, and you kind of make it known from the get-go that there's no pressure, then it kind of takes the age thing off the table. So despite what some men say, it's not all true. Men do prefer to date people their own age sometimes because common interests, similar life stage, emotional maturity. So it just depends on what kind of guy you're after, because there's always going to be someone wanting to date within their own age bracket. Number 2 is that all single men are taken. So I live in Sydney, where there's supposedly a man drought, and I have so many single guy friends who have a hard time finding women, and this could be attributed to many reasons. They don't really like dating apps. They can't be bothered with it. And 2, all their friends are hooked up and married and have kids, and they don't have anyone to go out with. So meeting people in real life is a challenge for them. So it's not that single men are taken, it's just that they kind of just do their own thing because they are kind of in that life stage where they're kind of the last single guys out there. So I always encourage people to, maybe get off the dating apps and meet the men who aren't so into dating apps, because there's a lot of them and they're great. So I'm not saying to go out into the street and actually do a manhunt, but just think of things that you would want your future partner to do, that you would have a shared interest in, and then do them. So yes, go do something that they would do. If you like hiking, if you like photography, go join a photography or hiking club. So that's how you are likely to meet someone who shares the same interests as you. The thing is, people who say, I'm never going to meet anyone, which is just a thing to do with your own mindset. So the words that you use attract and create your own reality. So if you're constantly saying, I'm never going to meet anyone, you're going to find evidence, and you're going to find yourself in situations where that will happen, where you'll attract the wrong men, you will go on bad dates, your relationships will fizzle because you believe that all the good single men are taken. There is a shortage of men. So this, to my point earlier, statistics say that it's true, especially in Sydney and in some Sydneys like New York, that there is a man drought and that there's a shortage of single men. And it could be true, but think of the men who might be just going through a breakup, going through a divorce, people who got married earlier in the late 20s and early 20s and are now just finding their single selves. Sure, they're probably just taking a break from dating, or they're taking things slowly because they're recovering, they're healing, but they're out there. And may I add, there might be a shortage statistically, but you only need to meet one guy, one man, to be in a relationship, right? So here's where quality over quantity really matters. And number 5 is that dating apps don't work. I hear from so many singles who are just exasperated from dating apps, and it could be because they're using too many dating apps. They're depending on dating apps to rule and define their social and dating life, or they're using the wrong dating apps. So if you are not sure about what dating apps you should use, I've got a ton of videos that I'll link in below that kind of reviews each one depending on what kind of relationship you're looking for. So I think these are the 5 myths. Just know that if you're single and dating in your 30s, it's not doom and gloom. In fact, I had someone who got engaged, met their person, and went from single to engaged literally in less than 12 months with the Lucky in Love program. I'll link below. But yeah, it's been amazing to see the successes people have had just from taking a 30-day course. So that's it for today, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. Bye!